Hi everyone. Today on Hello Susan, we're going to go through the journal that I made using the Vintage Letters digital kit that's from Hello Susan. Last time I was here, I showed you the pouch, and we'll go ahead and go over it once again just in case you haven't seen the last video that I did. So what I did was I took 2 sheets of 11 by 14 pieces of copy paper, just regular copy paper, and I printed them. And then I sewed them together back to back, so each one was a different pattern. And I just sewed around the edges and then folded the flap up to create the pouch. And then I decorated it. It's got a vintage fabric that I gathered here to make a ruffle, and this is an applique that's got beads. It's 3D, and some chiffon flowers. Here's some vintage letters. There's an applique underneath here and some netting. Then on the inside, it's got netting right here, and I did put a little bit of netting on the crease just so that the flap, when it opens and closes, I just wanted to give it some structure. And then here's some trim right here. And then it's got a coin envelope right here with a picture of some birds and a little blue bow with a little blue charm and a little applique right there. So sweet, don't you think? I love it. Okay, so here's the journal, and it measures 4 by 6. Let me see if I can go in just a little bit since it's smaller. That way you get a better look at it. Okay, so it's a 4 by 6 soft cover. It's got an applique out here. There's a girl reading a letter. Lace right here. It's tied with sari silk. Has lace on the for the lace right here to cover the binding. It's got eyelets so that it doesn't tear. Let me go ahead and open up the sari silk. I call this a pocket journal because of the size. Okay, whoops, here we go. So this is the background sheet that comes with oh, let me get straightened out here. Here we go. That comes with the vintage letters. So I kind of put some green trim, and that's where I came up with the green color for the sari silk. Got some lace right here. Very sweet, very romantic. I did tear all the edges with a ruler, and I also inked everything with vintage photo. That's a little secret spot for you. Got some trim here with flowers. It's a butterfly tab. Here's some vintage letters that I put on for a tuck spot, and then this is a little envelope, and inside it has a couple of journal cards. And one little thing that you probably don't know is that I actually do know how to paint a little bit, and this little bluebird right there I painted. And then I created, I didn't paint all the flowers, but I had this background and I just added that little bird right there. So I thought that was pretty fun. Isn't that so romantic? Just love the big dress, and then the desk. It's got flowers and butterflies and birds. You know, pretty much what I do and everything. That flips open, and there's a butterfly, and you can see a bird nest. And I echoed this butterfly with this butterfly. And there's a little tea setting. Smaller page here, and you can journal on these little pages. Here's 3 tags in there. This kit comes with lots of stamps. It's got a whole page of floral stamps, a whole page of bird stamps, and a whole page of butterfly stamps. So I did use quite a few of them in the pockets. Here's a little cluster. got an applique, a butterfly, and then that vintage fabric with trim coming down. So if you're interested in the kit, it is going to be in my Payhip shop, and I'll have a link below so that you'll be able to get to it pretty easily and take a look at it. Lots of places for you to journal. So here's 2 more of those stamps. And they're all different sizes. So you can use them for journal cards, or you can print them more than 1 to a page and get them all the way down to letter size. Some more of that flower trim. That flips up. Let me move this down so you can see it's got some applique there. So you can write up there. Get back in the center again. Oh, I'm just about worn out with summer. How about y'all? It has been so hot here in Texas. Here's a little cluster with the butterfly. Morning Glory. Here's another one of those stamps. And that's one of the bird ones. And here's a little card with some lace for a journal card. Here's a charm that's got a butterfly on it. And that's the center of the signature. A girl drinking tea. Here's another one of those stamps. That's a cluster. It's got lace underneath it. Just love this girl. She's very romantic. It says, do what you love. I do try to put sentiments that are uplifting. This is a letter envelope that I printed on cardstock, and then I straddled it across the page so that it could be a tuck spot on this side, which that's another one of those stamps. Makes it for a journal card. And then, so then it can hold journal cards on this side too. And here's another one. It's a bird one. It's got an applique here. I just love this size of journal. I've been making big journals, but now I'm on a kick of making smaller journals. And that folds out, so you have more writing space. Or put pictures or whatever you like to do. Draw. Okay, now here's another pocket that's got one of those stamps in it as well, and the other one's just a picture of roses. I just love these little pages, just little bitty places for you to write on. Here's another one of those stamps. I know we don't really write letters that much anymore. I tend to write to my sister sometimes, but that's about it. And she'll write me back. But otherwise, we just email. Here's some of that ruffled fabric. Another pocket. Here's another one of those stamps with a butterfly on it. And then these are pictures of flowers. Nothing but blue skies. That's an applique. And here's a big stamp that's butterfly. And here's a bird one. And here's another cluster with that vintage fabric and an applique. And that's one of the stamps in the kit too. So that's what all the ephemera was that came with this kit, was 3 pages of stamps. And then here's a little pocket envelope, and I put the rest of the stamps that would fit in there. And this just folds up like you do when you do a box. There we go. Got it back down, and I made it green to go with the trim there. And that's the back of the journal. So that's it for today, and that's it for me. Thanks so much for joining me. See you later. See you next time. Bye-bye.